this is the first day I've been on the bike in 10 days. As you can see, I have an injury, which is not new to me as far as having, it's a new injury, but being injured is not new to me, and that's something I probably should work out psychologically and find out why I'm always injured. And it's easy to say, well, you're active, you do stuff. You don't sit around, you're not built for a cubicle, you're not built for air conditioning. You're very active, you're a worker. It's like literally I am a workaholic, which is a whole other psychological issue that someone else can work through and not me. I'm not worried about getting therapy for. Like most people that I know in my life, work has probably saved them from poverty. Work has given them a purpose. Even if working for the corporations, the giant corporations, they're evil corporations, work gives them a purpose. It gives them an ability to feed their family and provide for their family, and build that fire pit for the tribe kind of thing. I'm getting over here in the fast lane because that's where I need to be anyway in a minute. But I work a very physical job. I did not get hurt at work. I got hurt on my bicycle, caught my front wheel on my bicycle in the streetcar tracks in Cincinnati because I was trying a new route on a Sunday morning where there wasn't no traffic. So I guess I don't want to say I'm a taker, it's not a risk taker to drive across the streetcar tracks and get your front wheel caught in it, but still, nonetheless, I was out there doing it. I fell running. The x-ray technician, when I went, she's like asking me all kinds of questions about, do you fall often? And I knew what she meant. She'd seen my age already, and I said, what do you mean? And she flat said it. She goes, well, people your age. And I just raised my eyebrows at her. I'm like, well, define often. I'm like, lady, I'm a long distance runner. I get up and run multiple times a week, or I did till the sports doctor told me I shouldn't. Doesn't mean I can't, and it don't mean I ain't. But in this whole experience, that phrase come up a lot. At your age. Even the x-ray technician wrote it down when she said that my hand wasn't broken and my hand was in really good shape for a person my age. And that's what the doctor said when my toes were falling asleep on my right foot, and they think I got a pinched nerve in my ankle or my back or my neck or something. And anyway, he's like, at your age, I surely expected your hip to be worn out or you to have degenerative spine or something. He goes, but at your age, you're in pretty good shape. And the way he said it was better than the lady who was implying that I fall down because I'm old. And I know you guys, a lot of people that watch this are older or have older relatives or older parents that ride, and you become sensitive to that phrase. It's the one discrimination that happens that they never push. Age discrimination. And I like the last when I switched job, they looked at my age, and the guy looked over his glasses at me, and he was my age too. And I said, listen, I got a 14-year-old daughter. She probably wants to go to vet school. I'm going through a divorce. I'm not quitting my job anytime soon. Now I might start a business, might expand on this Motovlog and make some money on it, but I'm gonna be working until I die, and I accept that. I accept that fate. I don't like the word fate much, but I accept that when I say fate, it kind of means I give up on free will, and I'd like to believe there's free will, even though every day I doubt it less and less. But the day it happened, I've got 16 stitches in that hand, which I just got them out today. Let's put it that way. That's why I'm celebrating today and going for a ride. Because I didn't want to tear my stitches, because my grip strength kind of hurts. It feels better now. I've been out riding for about an hour now, and it feels better now than it did. When I first started, it kind of hurt, but now it's loosening up a little bit. And they gave me some rehab thing. I still have to go to a hand specialist because the tendons got bruised pretty good. When I dislocated the pinky, it was sticking out here like that. I popped it back in place at the scene of the crime. And it's all, all swollen and sore, and the tendons are all bruised. I took a pretty good hit. The whole right side of my body took a pretty good hit. I got bruises where you wouldn't expect to be bruised. but I didn't break any ribs. I did get some road rash up on my tattoo on my shoulder, which scabbed up pretty quickly. So I was very happy about that. That I didn't have to get skin grafts or nothing like that. But it didn't hurt. And while I usually wear PPE, I was like, you know what? I'm going to celebrate, because all throughout this whole thing, from the moment it happened, and it started bleeding badly, my hand, blood ran down my hand, and I walked home 5 miles through the city, and everybody looked at me like, you know, like I was a homeless guy bleeding, pushing a carbon fiber bicycle. Thanks, people. Nobody offered to help. But my hand was swelling quickly, and it was hurting. I'm sure I was in shock, and the whole time I thought my hand was severely broken. And I was thinking, oh my God, I'm going to have surgery. I'm going to be off work. What am I going to do? Is this it? Is this it for me, for, you know, everything active that I do? And then all week it was hurting, and I'm taking ibuprofen and going to work. I didn't miss a day of work. And thank you, coworkers. Thank you, coworkers, for helping me out. You was very helpful. Everybody's like, I'll cover that for you. You do this instead. Everybody was very, very helpful, and I'm so thankful to have good coworkers, and that meant a lot to me. But like immediately, you know, you go into that thinking like, if I pull out of this, I'm doing everything different. And trust me, I've had a cancer scare before a couple years ago, and you know, it was really scary. And I did make a lot of changes. I made a lot of changes, and the changes that are existing now. One of them was that I'm going to live the life I want to live. I'm going to own the motorcycle I want to own. I'm going to try to live the fullest. Like every time I think in the winter or the rain, I'm like, now I'm like, no, there will be a day when I can't do this, and I'm going to do it while I can. And that's it. It's like, and it goes to this phrase that I say all the time. It's from a Exene Cervenka song, one of my favorite songs on the planet. And I don't even know the name of the song, because I suck at lyrics, I suck at song titles. But the hook of the line is, the hook of the song is, I know the name of the song is Good Luck, and you can't find it anywhere online. It's Exene Cervenka from the Old Wives' Tale CD. You can't make a living dying. You can't make a living dying. Must be a Reds game. Look at all the people in the red going to the Reds game. Or the commies, maybe. No, I think they're going to Reds games. Anyway, you can't make a living dying. And you can't make a living waiting to die. And you can't make a living planning to die. You can't live. And when I say make a living, I mean living. And this is another thing, you know, during this week, went and bought a little notebook for a journal and started writing stuff down. Like, here's my boundaries. Here's the things I'm not going to do anymore. Literally, here's the things I'm not going to do no more. These are the things I'm done with. These are the things that I'm not going to let happen to me. I'm not going to allow these boundaries to be broken. And either, you know, people have to accept that or they don't. And if they don't accept it, they can't be in my life. And they're not rock hard stuff that's going to make people go, oh, we can't be your friend, you know, you got to show up in a monk's outfit or something. Like, it's not like that. But I'm, you know, privately I made a bucket list. And I'm, you know, once again, I'm going to remind myself, listen, I might not have cheated death with this, you know, it wasn't no chance of me dying, but I did cheat the ability to use my hand in the purposes that I want to use it, because this is like, I want to be able to ride a motorcycle. I love motorcycling. I love going on trips. I love that everything about motorcycling. It brings out the me that's me. It's pure and authentic energy, let's put it that way. And I like exercising. It makes me feel good. You know, I like being fit, and it's not just being fit. Which reminds me, I need to go cancel my Planet Fitness membership, because I never use it. I just do push-ups and weights at home, so I really do need to cancel that. I've been meaning to. I like those townhouses up there, but honestly, we're going to be moving to the studio. I think, unless some divine intervention happens. That's a whole different story. But it's just one of the things I was like, I'm not putting off. I'm not like, we are not guaranteed. It's that reminder, that constant reminder, especially at my age, because, you know, I'm 60. I might not be able to do this at 70. Who knows? I might not be able to do this at 65, but while I can do it, I might not, next year's not even guaranteed. At any point, things start happening to you, falling apart. And you can't like put off things waiting for the better moment or the right moment. You just have to go for it. You just have to do it. No matter the money, no matter the timing, no matter the obstacles, you have to, go, this is my life. This is the one life I have. The one life that I have, and I'm not letting someone else dictate it. I'm going to live my life. Does that make sense to you? It makes sense. Does it resonate with you? Please, I'm not pushing it with my hand today because there is a little soreness. I've been babying it all week. It is swollen and bruising, and maybe when I take the wraps off later, I'll show it to you. But at least I'm off the antibiotics now. I'm on anti-inflammatories now. The antibiotics usually tear up my stomach, but I told the doctor, like, listen, can you not give me something that's going to destroy the inside of my guts? And he gave me something that was fairly light. And he laughed when I came back. He's like, I thought for sure this was going to be an ugly mess of pus coming out of this. He goes, because I went to work the day when it happened. I was heading into night shift, and he's like, can I beg you not to go to work? And I was like, no. I was like, no, it's overtime. I signed up for overtime. I'm not covering overtime. Maybe my own shift, but if I promise somebody I'd be there, I am there for them. I am there for someone. And, a coworker takes off for a reason, because they want off for whatever reason. And to cover a coworker that asks for time off, to me, that's sacred. And he's like, I told the doctor, it's like, listen, I got this. I got good karma with my coworkers. If I say, listen, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm capable of doing, and you do this, and I'll cover you on this, and you cover me on this. My coworkers are very good in that regards. But yeah, sometimes you need maybe you need the universe to wake you up. There's a little wake-up call and saying, hey, we're going to give you a serious slap on the hand that says straighten your shit out and do the shit that you think you need to do, that you wanted to do, and you're just putting off because of money or whatever. Say the things, do the thing. I don't know, what's that? Is that from a commercial or something? Do the thing. It seems like it's a southern woman that's saying it. Anyway, on that regards, I'm going home because I got to take the anti-inflammatory, and I gotta eat. And it says don't take it on an empty stomach. And I got some hot Italian Cincinnati sausage that I'm gonna cook up, and have me a shot of whiskey and take my anti-inflammatory. How about that? Woo! Peace out, foes. All right, you can see that's where the stitches were, and you can kind of see the swelling. It's all wrinkled up because I was wearing a bandage, but it's all swollen up and bruised. You can see how the pinky don't go together.